Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy, another episode. This time it is again a priority assignment. Inquisitor transport hubs recorded a high number of biometric false alarms on this world, a sign of large scale clandestine infiltration under false identities. Some see this as a confirmation of long-held suspicions of an anti-imperial cult, and that of course ain't nice. These suspicions must be verified, investigate and root out the major threats. Concern, yes of course, the presence of a major cult. At the moment we only have indirect clues. Advise utilizing some local available resources to gain additional information. Squeeze criminal organization for intel. Interrogate leaders of the criminal underworld. Scour sorry, my English today ain't good at all. Scour administratum records for social deviances. I go with the second one. Sounds for me the neatest. Alright, day 1 acquired specialized surveillance equipment calibrated for local atmospheric conditions. We suffered a comms breakdown. All rocks and astropathic chatter went dead for hours. Sensitive measure applied to the astropathic detail. Lost a servitor drone at a suspected local site. A last picked feature subject with forbidden tattoo markings, and there we have the cult. Progressed with complications, of course, plural. Our initial actions have had unfortunate consequences. We lost control over an unstable order asset who went on a mindless rampage and caused a fair amount of trouble. Such detrimental occurrences are making our job harder. Still, we did get some results. An automated heretical broadcast was oh my goodness, was captured. A crematorium is suspected of performing illegal operations. Okay, they are both important. The illegal operations is the thing. Alright. It is, of course, a cult-related activity. A little Persian Dagenberg, the directorate of an imperial crematorium, was found guilty of destroying Nurgle rot victims under forged papers. These sinners had been sourced by an infected crime gang to keep the emergency of the corruption secret. Score the gang's murder chambers, and we are reducing the health of the enemies by 90% and start the mission.
Between the stars, the ancient unseen enemies of mankind wait and hunger. Be strong and give them no quarter.
Did we ever give them enemies any quarter? I don't think so. So we will purge them like hell, if we can even say that. Alright, on it goes. I guess there's even a place which could be so-called hell in this wonderful 40k universe. I would reluctantly maybe even say there might be, of course, some sort of spot in the universe, in the 40k universe, you might call hell, but I don't know if you could call the realms of chaos, where the 4 major chaos gods Nurgle, Khorne, Tzeentch and Slaanesh reside. Maybe it's even good to say, or no, not good, but fair to say that these places might be a little hellish. Just the Garden of Nurgle comes to mind, and the Skull Throne, for example. Very, very nasty places, I do think. Alrighty, I need then afterwards to take a little look on the map to actually see. Okay, this is a dead end, so let us directly get into it and kill those guys. I will take down the upper guy first, since I do have the hope that the other guys are actually going to run at me. Okay, that did not work out entirely as I wanted, but fair enough. Most of them are down. We lost a lot of HP, but I still would say, of course, everything is just alright. We haven't used a inoculator, but I guess all because of, oh, well, a major threat there were of course the two Havocs, the two enemy specialized champions there, which of course tend to do a lot of damage. Combine that with a large group of normal enemies and you are in a world of hurt, I would say. Alright, okay, so I want to say we have already killed half of the enemies. That would be wrong. We have not yet, but we have taken down a couple of them. Horde enemies, the neatest enemies around, since they just tend to die just by looking at them. I like that immensely. Although, do you know what I would have enjoyed for this mission, optics or design wise? I would have enjoyed it to be a little nurgly. Well, technically maybe I'm wrong. There was something said about Nurgle Rod, but in the end we are fighting world bearers, so I'd say it is just fine like that. Havoc down, and these guys are going to fall quickly as well. And these just... oh, both of them died. Nice. These just don't have any traps on them. That is quite neat. I like that. And on it go. Oh, I've completely overseen the door. Okay, one guy survived, nice, and then we are at the end. So let's see, I do not suggest, but I think there's going to be a Hellbrute and a bodyguard containing... oh my goodness, okay, this is going to be a nasty fight actually. I'm trying not to die, and I of course need to riddle them down, maybe you might argue slowly, but so to say one by one, otherwise this is not going to work out well. Maybe I'm just going to take this guy down at first. That makes then space to actually go into some nice little close combat again. This one is down. I'll just retreat because there's going to be a nice little explosion, which I don't want to get caught in. Okay, no Hellbrute, but... okay, yes, there might be a Hellbrute. Alright, this guy down. Okay, collected that. And there the nasty beast actually is.
You are no Astartes, but you can certainly fight, Inquisitor.
I mean, of course, overall you could argue that the mission... the power rating of this mission, you might argue, is a little bit too low, but you have seen in this room with all the enemies around, with all the normal enemies around, of course fighting the Hellbrute is a little tinsy bit of a challenge. I mean, there are harder challenges in this game. If I remember in the unbalanced alpha version what fights I had against Decimators.
The enemies of the Imperium failed miserably.
The Nurgle-infected elements were located and removed, although Analyticae, this is a wonderful word, is working through the gang's known affiliations to identify the origins of the infection. Operation successful. Developments. We have found that the gang was oh my goodness, I am aggravated, sorry with myself. Gang was deliberately infected with the disease by a mysterious bloat father figure from the gang was starting to worship this is direct proof. Data Sevenants say there should be a mutant cult in the area. Okay guys, and that right now actually brings us already to the end of this episode. And you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.